3, 41, 9, and liftoff! Oh, hi there, and welcome to part 2 of New Super Mario Bros. 2. Now, after you completed the tower level, if you took the alternate exit, it unlocked access to this cannon. And cannon levels are there's a few of them throughout the different worlds. And basically, they're a short sprint across the land, and once you take it, it'll give you access to a different world that you couldn't normally access. So World 1's cannon will take you to the Mushroom World, which is also sometimes referable to World 7, because the world system is a little bit screwy in this game. They don't have 8 numbered worlds, they have the Mushroom, Flower, and Star worlds. Don't know why they did that, but regardless, that cannon will take you over to the Mushroom World. And that is the way you have to access the Mushroom World. There's no other way of getting there, so just keep that in mind. And now to your regularly scheduled broadcast. Alrighty, World 1-4. It introduces mushrooms. Lots of them. Bouncy mushrooms, floaty mushrooms. Everything is so mushroomy in the Mushroom Kingdom. Gee, I wonder why. There's also a lot of Koopas that you can bounce around, and this level also introduces golden rings to you. Similar to the red rings, golden rings have a fancy effect too, and in this level, golden rings basically, they'll turn all the enemies into golden variants, and generally the golden variants have special coin-altered effects. Sometimes golden enemies will also throw golden coins at you instead of the usual fireballs or boomerangs or whatever it is that they're throwing at you. Anyways, come back down to Earth. You could get your second star medal up in that one pipe. There's a red coin challenge there, not too difficult of one to do. And then anywhere in a Mario game, of course, where there is obviously a blank space, there's a hidden block there. So climb on up, hit the P-switch, and you gotta be quick. P-switches are on a timer. Whee! Grab your third star medal, and that is it. Pretty much all there is to this level. Pretty straightforward one. And, yeah. There's another golden ring, of course, and it's also worth noting that when you do have the golden ring effect active, it basically makes everything give coins, including killing enemies, so it's definitely valuable to keep that in mind.
Mario #1.
Mario, what does make you #1? Oh, excuse me. Perhaps I should call you by your real name, Ozzy. Oh. When I went back to edit the first video to this series, I realized that I never included my classic Call Mario Ozzy joke. If you haven't been a fan of my videos for a long time, when I was a little lad, 13 years old, I came up with the stupid joke of calling Mario Ozzy. And now anytime I do a Mario video without calling Mario Ozzy, people give me grief about it. So there, I said it. I called Mario Ozzy. Are you guys happy now? God. Okay. Just had to get that out. Just had to get that frustration out. I'm actually mad at myself for forgetting to call Mario Ozzy. Anyways, I'm really off topic. Welcome to our first water level. Ah, water levels. I hate them. Hate them. There's fish everywhere. I hate fish. They're just so fishy. And there's so many fish that want to eat you. And then there's just fish that fly. It's like, what is it with these fish? Regardless, underwater levels are, well, you don't have to worry about oxygen. This isn't a Sonic game, and Mario apparently has the ability to breathe forever. After you get the first 2 relatively easy to find star medals, you can come over to the checkpoint. And there's a little hole in the ceiling. This one takes you to an extra life, but it also gives you like a hint as to an upcoming star medal. Excuse me. And swim on down, and I think it's over here. Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I wrong? No, I'm wrong. Alright. There is a little block there that... Did I really get hit there? I did not get hit there. I was invincible, I tell you. Invincible. Which does bring up a new power-up that I have not discussed yet. Of course, the Invincibility Star. A classic staple in any Mario games. They've been around for a very long time. If you get a hold of one of the Invincibility Stars, it does grant you invulnerability to just about everything except for, like, lava. Oh yeah, and did I mention that fish like to eat me? Get away! I am not your dinner. Do I look like food to you? I wear a red cap. That can't be delicious. Do you really want to eat these denim overalls and all? Ew. I'm not tasty. There's nothing tasty about Mario. Anyways. Thank God we're away from that level. Stupid water. If you have 5 star coins, you can use them to unlock the signpost right below the water level, and that'll take you to World 1A. So you do need some star medals to unlock this level, and this is just your typical pipe-ish level. It's also worth noting that you need this Koopa here in order to get the power-up, so the power-up's kind of in a weird location in this level. This is actually kind of a weird level to navigate. I remember the first time I played it, I was like, where am I going? And the last star medal in this level eluded me for a very long time. It's quite a tricky one to find. With that said, there are pipes everywhere, and typically with pipes comes lots of garden life, to say the least. Oh boy. You can hit that Koopa over there, and it will give you access to this golden block, and I can get hit like an idiot, because I'm good at this game. And... I'm so out of practice. Like, I practiced this game... I played through this game like twice before doing the initial filming of this walkthrough, and then I didn't play it for like a year. And then I played it again like 2 weeks ago in preparation for this walkthrough, redoing it. And then I had a lot of audio issues and technical difficulties with restarting it. And during that time, I forgot how to play this game again. Oh boy. Once again, there are golden rings. Now, this little side path down below is actually a place that's kind of like, you can miss it if you don't look for it. You can wall jump in Mario games. I did not mention that in the previous part. I did kind of forget to mention some of the controls. You can do a wall jump. Oh. I didn't know that was there. Learned something new every day. What the? Hey, give me that. Thank you. You can do a wall jump by sliding down a wall and pressing A, and then you could also do a ground pound by being in mid-air and pressing down. Those are 2 very key abilities that I kinda forgot to mention. Anywho, once you do that little side path, this is the path you would take if you didn't detour down below. There's actually nothing here of interest except for this floating block, but this floating block doesn't really do anything exciting aside from give you an extra life. Now, there are some floating blocks later in the game that'll actually take you to hidden areas if you ride them, but that isn't one of them, so don't worry about that. It's just a block with an extra life. Second star medal requires you to be crafty with these things. You just come over and stand over here. That'll let this one right here go up, and that'll allow you to go back and get the star medal. Now, there is a pipe right here that you can access, but it surprisingly doesn't give any star coins. And the first time I played this level, like I said, the last one's a little bit tricky to find. And that's because I got confused thinking this is where the 3rd star medal is, but it isn't. So that just will give you a lot of coins, good if you're trying to get those million coins. That is kind of a challenge that they advertised with this game. Get a million coins, because you'll want to grind that kind of thing out. So if you want to get a million coins, better hop to it. I think I have like currently 250,000 coins, and I've played through this game now probably 4 times. So that just tells you how long it would take you to get 4 star medal, or to get a million coins in this game. To get the third coin, you do not need firepower. You can actually use the Koopa, and Koopas are capable of getting star coins for you. That's a very important thing to keep in mind because there are some star coins in the game that are almost impossible to get without using a Koopa or enemy to assist you. So that's the third star medal, a little bit hidden, a little bit tricky. And that's all for this level.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
It is time for Ozzy to embark on a dangerous exploration above lava. So at the end of every world is your classic castle, because, you know, the princess is always in another castle. You know, that cliche video game line that's been used 5 billion times. Guess what? The princess is not in this castle, unfortunately. But you still have to complete it anyways, and every castle will, of course, lead you to the next world. So this is the first castle. First star medal is really easy to access. The second one, however, is a little bit tricky to find. There is some hidden blocks up here, and you will need Tanuki power so that you can fly in order to access this one. Just fly on over, way over here, and you can grab that star medal. And I just want to say one thing. I absolutely love the music to these castles. Like, oh my god, this song is just... it's one of my more favorite Mario songs. I just love the eeriness that comes with it. And it's just got a good tune. It's like Mario music is kind of one of those things that it's always good, but it never really like stands out as amazing. It's just kind of one of those like Mario soundtracks are always very fitting for the game. But I just love this song. I think it really brings out the most in these castle levels. Third star medal's down there, and if you do have Tanuki power and you want some coins, you can actually fly up here, and there are a lot of coins up here. It's pretty cool to find this, but not necessary, of course. And then also, at the end of every castle level, typically you can find yourself a hidden power-up. It's typically hidden, but it's very convenient to have, because you might take a hit before you get to the end of the level. And then we can fight a boss. And the bosses for the castles in this game, we actually return to the Koopa Kids. The Koopa Kids have been used in a few Mario games. The most notable one was when they were first used in Super Mario Bros. 3. And your first of the Koopa Kids, he isn't too bad. He just points his wand at you a few times, you hit him, he bounces back and forth and the walls close in on you. It's really not that hard. He's actually in one of his most vulnerable states right after he's done rolling around, so you can make very quick work of him pretty efficiently. And with that, you will gain access to a key. Yes, we get it, you're number 1 Mario. What makes you number 1 anyways? I thought the year of Luigi just ended. Wasn't Luigi number 1 for a while? And you're definitely not number 1 when I beat you in Super Smash Bros. Bro. Hey, get back with the princess! Okay, so the princess was in the castle, but she's not there anymore. Anywho, World 2 is next on the chopping block, and of course World 2 is going to be a deserty type world, but we'll do that next time. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, and good night.